Hey guys, I'm Captain Alex Mason, and I'm going to finish up reading Intel number 8. Leading off at number 4. Based off attached analysis, APLAA recommendation is to provide MACV-SOG with the authority to commence recon ops into Laos as soon as is feasible. Date, February 15th, 1968. To Richard Kane. From Ryan Jackson, Chief Analyst. Subject, transcript of Kravchenko audio recordings, excerpt per your request. Please find below the translated transcript of Colonel Kravchenko recording found on February 9th, 1968 by your SOG team in Canton Province, Vietnam, which is located on a demilitarized zone. February 4th, 1968, stabilizing agents supplied by Dr. Clark have met with much success. Recent field tests on the indigenous populace have shown this to be the most effective strain of Nova 6 produced thus far. As with previous in vivo testing at our Rebirth Island facility, the onset symptoms in human test subjects is in line with our expectations. Within 30 seconds of inhaling the gases, subjects experience sudden and severe pain, immediately followed by a significant drop in blood pressure, leading to fever, nausea, and vomiting. This is the same transcript in that mission where I got this intel, where you're reading intel and you're listening to that radio. After 30 seconds, blistering of the skin begins. This in turn is followed by scaling, peeling, and discoloration across the subject's entire body. Subjects cough effectively, signaling the onset of epidermal necrosis. At this stage, we have had limited success in keeping subjects alive for short periods, despite aggressive surgical debridement. However, removal of infected tissue is not enough to prevent further spread. While the speed of infection appears to be consistent across adult males and females, we have observed a more aggressive rate of decay within infants. Subject coughs, usually leading to mortality within 30 to 45 seconds. We have every indication that we now have a workable formula which is effective pursuant to its intent, even in warm climates such as these. Communicate our successes to Dr. Steiner. Kravchenko out. Enclosure. Confidential. Date December 19th, 1966. To Richard Kane from Ryan Jackson, Chief Analyst. Subject, Operation Hourglass / Target Profile. Colonel Lev Kravchenko. Place of birth, St. Petersburg, Russia, currently known as Leningrad, or it used to be. Nationality, Russian. Date of birth, March 20th, 1922. Age, 44. Height, 6 feet. Build, stocky. Weight, 220 pounds. Eyes, blue. Hair, brown. Summary profile. In any other regime, Colonel Kravchenko would be locked away if it not executed. Often referred to as Dragovich's left dog, Kravchenko is a cold-hearted sadist, staying mostly silent. He carries out his master's orders without question. A rumor originating from his village outside of Leningrad tells of Kravchenko's mutilation and murder of his sister Irina, who spurned the romantic advances of his mentor Dragovich. This act of loyalty, as the rumor goes, led directly to his commission as an officer under Dragovich's command. Much like Dragovich, Kravchenko detests Viktor Reznov. His reasons, however, are much more mundane than those of Dragovich. Kravchenko is a psychopath, and takes his lead wholly from his general. Kravchenko is a powerful figure of a man built for war. He is a sociopath and must fulfill his bloodlust no matter the cost. He is murderous but not vengeful. He does not see past his next action, and therefore will always be a weapon of war and non-orchestrator. Kravchenko enjoys the suffering of others. It is one of the few things that can incite anything resembling a human feeling inside him. Partial service record and psychological profile enclosed. So he he's a sociopath, just like Major General Edward Richtofen, and basically what they're saying is he'd do anything. In fact, one of the documents I read before actually says that he killed Dragovich's girlfriend because she didn't like him anymore. So that's kind of creepy, actually, when you think about it. I think I'll read one more. Crash site. This is Intel number 9, I think. May 13, 1966, to William Colby, Chief, from Ryan Jackson, Chief Analyst. Subject, proposal to utilize mobile riverine forces, MRF, patrol boat, river, PBR, watercraft, as a means of transporting high-priority agency assets through the Mekong Delta, and, as necessary, north on the Mekong River into Laos. 1. The enclosed proposal details the potential use of joint U.S. Army/U.S. Navy MRF PBR craft for the purpose of quickly and safely transporting agency assets through the Mekong Delta region. With a force of nearly 150 boats, the Brownwater Navy provides the agency with the ability to conceal and move sensitive agency assets through areas controlled by Viet Cong guerrilla forces. 2. Of note is the recently successful U.S. Army Operation Black involving the elimination of Rogue Special Forces Colonel blank proved the ability of a single PBR aircraft to move swiftly into blank along the Nung River for the purposes of depositing a lone operative into the region. Mission was deemed a success. Tab A. 3. Mobile riverine forces. Current and primary mission is the interdiction of enemy resupply efforts within the Mekong Delta and confiscate any and all unauthorized contraband and weapons smuggling which would aid the enemy's war effort in the south. They have already been employed routinely in the deployment of Navy SEAL teams into enemy territory. DoD operational analysis closed in tab B. 4. The PBR has a complement of 4 servicemen and utilizes a pump jet drive powered by dual 220 horsepower diesel engines and can reach speeds upwards of 28 knots. Highly maneuverable, this boat can proceed over sandbars, onto beaches, and turn instantly 180 degrees in its own length. PBRs are heavily armored, and its armament includes a twin 50 caliber machine guns in a forward rotating tub, a rear single 50 caliber in the machine guns in a forward rotating tub, a rear single 50 caliber and side mounted 7.62 millimeter machine guns and grenade launchers. Tab C. 5. Full breakdown of recommendation for exploration of proposal is enclosed. Date, February 15, 1968. To Richard Kane, from Ryan Jackson, Chief Analyst. Subject, covert Soviet weapons testing in Vietnam and Laos. Sir, the analysis team has analyzed the intelligence collected to date regarding the Nova 6 and Colonel Kravchenko's presence in Laos and Vietnam, and has formulated a theory regarding his work in the area. Evidence suggests that Kravchenko, on orders from General Dragovich, was field testing the Nova 6 compound in conjunction with the NVA along the border regions of Laos and the indigenous villages therein. A field test of this scope infers a gathering of statistics on the weapon's large-scale effectiveness. See Kravchenko audio recording transcript forwarded for your review earlier today. Worse still, Kravchenko is doctoring test sites to make the mass deaths appear to be the result of American covert actions. The test sites were littered with dead SOG operatives. By leaving the corpses of fallen U.S. servicemen behind, it would appear to be the indigenous population that the U.S. military is responsible for the massacre of the local civilians, women, and children included. The analysis team posits that Dragovich's intention is to use false propaganda to incite negative global sentiment against the U.S. and its involvement in Vietnam, as well as the other Cold War hotspots, closed. Please find all relevant intelligence briefs and full analysis report. Ryan Jackson, Chief Analyst at APLAA. So, those are some of the dead civilian bodies, and that's the PBR boat. And then these are some people being brought back from Vietnam, and they're on their way to Virginia right now in this picture. Now, one of these intel pieces, I'm pretty sure it's this one. No, it's not that one. Maybe this one? Yeah, it's this one. Will actually show one of the characters in this mission, and his name is Lieutenant Colonel Hank Kiersey. I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow because I'm getting tired of doing this. I mean, not tired of like being like, oh, I'm bored. I'm just can't keep doing this all the time now. So I think I just finished up. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. So let's see. It was.
Focus, Mason. Try to remember.
8. So I guess that means I'm done here.